Welcome to the Old Stream Farm, episode 18, with me, Mr. Sealy P. It's an unusual way to start an episode, but I was asked, I can't remember who it was, it doesn't matter, I was asked about lights and light switches around the farm, and could I show where they are. Now I've had a pretty extensive scout around, and I know normally at about 9 o'clock the farmhouse lights come on over there, and I'm pretty sure some of these are automatic and come on when the farm lights come on, but there are some switches. Now if I miss any, you can always comment and let me know that I've missed them. This barn area here, as far as I can make out, it doesn't have a switch, but if we come in here and round here on this pillar, there's one. Now this turns on the lights on this part of the barn here. It also turns on the lights for the pigs. Now we'll double check out here. You do kind of get some light shining. I'm not sure where that light is shining from, but there's an unusual light source. I don't know where it's coming from. So it does all of that, basically this whole barn section, and it turns on the lights in this section here as well. So that's that one light switch, does basically this whole barn section here. Turn off. If I come over here, there's a light switch in here. Now, nothing happens in here. Nothing happens in here, but it does turn on this light here, this light here, to open, sort of light up this courtyard area. And it does put a light on here in for the chickens. So that's the second light switch I found. Turn that off. There you go, all those go off, including the light for the chickens. Off. Over here, under the archway, there's one just here, which pretty much turns on these two spotlights for the archway here. That's it. None come under here, none over here, and again I'm assuming that when the house lights come on, maybe these do, I'm not entirely sure. There's none out the front that come on, but again I think at about 9 o'clock the street light will probably come on. So there you go, that's the third one. So if we come over here to where the little customization workshop thing is, there's one in here. Should I click that one on? Does the lights inside the workshop here. Does a light here, although there's no discernible light. I'm assuming it's just the light. Don't know how that works, but anyway, there's light shining from somewhere here. Doesn't give you any exterior lights that I can tell, and there's no light under here, so it's literally just this kind of workshop area. That light switch. Turn that off. And then lastly, I couldn't find a light switch at all for this whole section here. Now, I'm sure there are lights under here. Maybe not. I thought there were. So maybe that doesn't at all, but not a problem. But the whole sort of dairy farm, the cow part, there's a light switch just in here. If you turn that on, you've got a spotlight here that lights up this area. Spotlight here that lights up this area, and the lights come on inside the cow shed. There you go. I don't know if there's a spotlight out here as well. Oh, there you go, spotlight here as well for the manure. Is there one over here? No, but there you go. Might just be light exuding through the windows. There seems to be light. But there you go, that's it. So 4, 5 light switches. That's where they are. That's what they turn on. At 9 o'clock it'd be interesting to see which other lights turn on automatically. I may well just skip to that in a second. You might, like for me, I'll do a few jobs and bits and bobs here and there, but for you it will probably happen almost instantaneously. So there you go, light switches and lights. For those of you who wanted to know. So, I hope this is going to work now. It's going to be really embarrassing if nothing happens. 8:59. Nine o'clock. There we go. So, farmhouse lights come on, but nothing else. There are no other lights that come on automatically. I assume the street light at the front comes on. There you go, that one there. But that's it. There are no other lights. Interesting. That's weird. So we've got lights for the cows, lights for the pigs. I can't find a light switch for the sheep. Those have to stay in the dark though. Ah! There we go. So, sheep, pigs, cows through there. And then this light switch for this area here. Switch under there. And the house lights come on automatically. Oh, there you go. So I did find the last one. Lights done. Six o'clock and another day dawns. I suppose I better go around and turn the lights off, hadn't I? Do a quick round of the animals in a minute because they're going to need cleaning out. So, busy night. Well, up until about midnight it was a busy night, and then I got some sleep. But I have more money. I earned, was it 160,000? And I said when I do contracting jobs, that money, unless I've got it earmarked for something else, will go on livestock. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Starting off with sheep. Another 10. Leaves me with 120,000. Wow, 118. What's that leave me with? I don't know. Another 10 of them. And some more cows then. Which will mean more feeding. The feeding I'm going to do off screen. Excuse me. You've seen me do it before. You don't need to see me do it again. Where am I going? Cows. Nice. Still got 357,000 in the bank. Another 10 of each. Not bad. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, they're all going to need stuff now. 34, 39 pigs, 32 cows. So I shall begin the process of a bit of tidying and a bit of feeding. So into the Kramer. Now I'm thinking of doing what I did on Goldcrest Valley. This was suggested to me quite some time ago now. To get the pickup conveyor belt, just the little small first bit, sort of first stage conveyor, and you put that into your feed area, just to one side, and it keeps it clean. For the most part, it keeps it clean up to about 97%, because sometimes you'll get a bit of whatever it is will end up on the floor behind the. That's not picking that bit up. There we go. Behind the conveyor, but then all you've got to do is just come over, drive forward with the conveyor, drive back, and you're done. It saves all this, and it keeps them pretty much clean. For 3 conveyors, you're going to be looking at 15,000. I did look at the Lely Juno, the little robot thing that goes up and down. They're 12 grand a pop. Not cheap. So in all honesty, the conveyor belt's a cheaper option. Kind of does the same job, really. I do like going around and using this. I love this. The Kramer's brilliant, but it kind of makes a bit more sense, really, to have something that's a bit more automated, especially if. And I'll be looking at sort of saying to myself, well, it's going to be more of a livestock farm than anything else, and the crops I'm doing are going to be to feed the livestock. The more livestock I get, the quicker they're going to be making their areas untidy, so kind of makes sense. So I may well do that. That's kind of next option. Bear in mind I've got money left over from the money I made overnight, so actually it's probably not a bad idea. I might do that. Might be my investment for today. Treat myself to some little conveyor belts. In here it's not as simple, because it's quite a long feed area, so the conveyor belt's not necessarily going to work. It might do, but I'm not convinced. Because this seems to get feed everywhere. Okay, so now next thing then is feeding. I shall do that myself. Well, obviously I'll do it myself, but I mean, like, you know, without an audience is probably what I mean. We're back in the position. Oh, I missed that. Back in the position we were before. I've used the last of the power food that I had, and it's just the cows need power food now. Pigs, we are short of corn. I've used the last of it. We've got none left. So I'm hoping field 5 that we planted with corn is going to be ready soon, because it was on its final growth stage, but it doesn't seem to be ready yet. We need to harvest that ASAP. I'm thinking as well I'm going to go more down the route of sheep. The pigs will start reproducing quite happily on their own now. The cows, I want to have enough cows so that for the size of the farm, every night at midnight, whatever goes out of the farm, selling the milk, will leave me in profit. Even if it's only 1,000, 2,000, I don't want to go negative every night. So once I reach that point, I'll be quite happy. Yes, obviously having loads more will be absolutely brilliant. And then, you know, making massive profit every night, that's fine. The sheep, once you've got enough of those wool pallets are worth a fortune. So they're not a bad idea to do. Where am I going? $16,000 litres. Yeah, so if you look on there, I cannot get the cows. I cleaned them out twice. Still sit at 90%. Both the others I cleaned, they're at 100% cleanliness. Cows, I cannot get them to stay clean. It's doing me head in. Power food I'm just making, that's going to go in. That's fine. And then corn for the pigs. We're not shy by a lot, but we need corn. That's what they need most of. So that's what we're aiming for. So whether I can get in tight enough. I can't normally, so I'll swing round in the yard. Hopefully. And that'll do. Let's put that on again, don't I? Tip side. Right, that's fine. Don't know how much they're going to use. Quite a lot by the look of it. More than I thought they would. Wow. Only bought 10 cows, how can they need so much? Well, that was a big old chunk. Gone. Okay, that's what it's for. That will keep them down for 6 days, but my OCD won't let me let it go down beyond halfway anyway, so I've come down to field 13. It's ready to be harvested and it's potatoes. It plays about 11,000 something. I think it's 11,000. Yeah. I've just bought 3 conveyor belts and put them over at the farm. I'll show you those in a bit. This will cover, well, they're 5,100 each because I've got different colours on them. This will pretty much cover it, in all honesty. So, why not? I haven't used the Tetron Grimmer 415 on this map yet. So I thought, you know what? Let's give it a go. Actually, right, what we'll do, There's the trees. I'll go this side first. I think it's the best bet. And when I come back round the other way, the arm will be facing out. Or in, depending which way you look at it. Into the field, out away from the trees. That was clear as mud, wasn't it? Whoa. This does not like this field. It's a bit bumpy, to be fair, I suppose. Okay, what's that? 15,000. That covers it. That covers the 3 conveyor belts. Excellent. Right, I'm going to pop over to the farm and we'll have a look at the conveyor belts. In the meantime, while we have been doing that, field 5 is ready to harvest. That's our corn. So we need to get up there. I don't have a corn header yet. I'm going to have to buy one. Didn't even think of that. It also looks like... Oh no, it's not quite ready yet. But there's plenty of contracting to be done as well if I want to do some contracting. But we need to get field 5 sorted because I need the corn for the pigs. Great demand at the artisan for wool. Problem is, I don't think I've got very much of it. No. What are they paying? $5,200. Yeah, haven't got enough. Never mind. Right, anyway. Conveyor belts. If you haven't seen or used one of these before, this is the pickup conveyor belt, and it will pick up and plonk it onto one of the other conveyor belts. If we have a quick look in here, the Lizard S710 is the pickup one. That one, potato or sugar beet, and it will put it into pallets for you. Haven't actually used that one before, or it can load straight into a conveyor belt. These are the two that I've used quite a lot on Goldcrest Valley. Didn't get a chance to use them on think Chellington, not that I recall. Oh no, because I just finished my silage harvest on Chellington, didn't I? It was all just sitting there. Anyway, those two are sort of your more conventional conveyor belts, but this is a pickup one, takes it up off the floor. So if I go and put this on, if you've been playing Farming Simulator for ages, this is, you know, teaching your granny to suck eggs. It's, you know this already. You can get into these, so if I press enter, I'm now in it. Right one and square starts the engine, and you can move this thing forward and backward. Now if you notice the grass there, it's just been picked up, and it'll put it onto the conveyor belt. But what it will do at a sell point, or sell point like this, it will automatically take it off the conveyor belt and put it into the trough, whatever it might be. So depending on where it's positioned, probably about halfway, that will automatically pick up anything that gets untidy, unless of course, let's jump out, unless of course anything comes out here behind it, in which case every now and again just come over. You'll probably find there'll be grass on the belt, or whatever it is, food on the belt. Jump in it, start the engine, just drive away, and it will pick up whatever's there. Drive back over the trough, drop off point. He'll come off the conveyor belt, job done. You can put that end bit down for transport so it can be towed by a tractor or another vehicle. And really with this one, it is directional, so you can move it around wherever you need it to. It only goes at 3 miles an hour, so it takes a while to get anywhere, but there you go. Stop the engine and jump out. That's the conveyor belt. I've got one of those here, I've got one by the pigs, and I've got one in the cow shed, which I'll just go up and down the cow shed with. It's just going to make life a lot easier for keeping these clean. You look at the store. I've got a couple of decisions, or a decision to make, with a couple of options. Okay. Let's jump out. Now, let's pop into the store. So, here's the thing. The standard header that I've got already is the Verifeed 18 foot, we've even got it. It's 5.5 metre header. The standard corn header, I say standard, the New Holland one is a 4.5 metres, so it's a bit narrower than the header we've got already, which is fine. I'm going to buy a header, a corn header, because we're going to be doing a fair bit of corn, I would imagine. If it's not done for silage, we're going to be doing it for the pigs. They need it. So I'm thinking I'll buy one. So I can either go with that one, 4.5 metre. If I wanted to go small, I could go with the Capello Quasar F4, which is only 12,000 to buy, but it's only a 3 metre header, which makes it's going to take a long time. My other option is I go up, say one. The Rostall Mash is a 5.7 metre. It is compatible, but it will look a bit weird. The other option is a Capello Diamant HS8. That's a 6 metre header, which makes it a little bit wider than the standard Verifeed by 0.5 metre, which I think it can cope with. 34,000, it's not cheap. Colour, I'm pretty sure it's... I get this wrong every single time. I think it's that yellow. Is that too bright? No, we'll soon find out, won't we? Is it more of an orangey yellow? Oh no, it's the wrong yellow, isn't it? Oh, dearie me. Okay. Oh, that's nice bright yellow. Oh, it'll be fine. Right, let's open this up. Actually, it's not too bad. It's not quite the right yellow, but it's good enough. That's not a bad size header actually as well. Best thing I'm going to do as well is try the pipe. As long as the pipe sticks out far enough that I can get next to it with a trailer, which I should be able to. That's fine. Right, let's fold that away. And let's get to field 5. Good thing is with the ones that fold up you can transport them relatively easy because they're no bigger than the width of the harvester. Can't wait for the terrain response. Wow, this looks good. And we're off. We are cutting corn. Or maize, or whatever you call it, from wherever you are in the world. Let's pop outside. Should come over a bit actually. I really don't know what the yield's going to be like. I was hoping to do some for corn and some for silage, but I do predominantly need corn for the pigs, so I'm going to need a fair bit of this. Okay. Quite fortuitously, the harvester got right around to here and is now full. So, without driving through the hedge would be kind of a better idea. We shall unload. Right, so I'm going to carry on with the corn harvest. What I'm probably going to do is fill this Fortuna, which I think is about 33,000 litres. That will go into storage. Once that's full, the rest I will do a silage harvest, I think. Provided I get 30,000 litres, I might not off this field. We'll see, I may also extend it. But we finally got onto doing the corn on field 5. I may also extend the field. I know I kind of kept it short. I'll see what the yield is and I'll go from there. That's the plan, although I'm actually still partly in the hedge, but we'll gloss over that tiny little bit. So that is unfortunately the end of another episode. We are racking them up. Not a bad thing. I'm going to carry on doing the corn on this field. So start the next episode, we will either be moving on to doing silage harvest on this to finish it off, or finishing off this corn harvest. I'm not too sure what we're going to do, but we are at the end of another episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. A bit of stuff with the animals and a few things needed sorting out. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share the video, please be my guest. Thanks for watching.